freezing. It's windy now. It's windy.
Hey, there's a coyote. There's a coyote right out there. Yeah, we're gonna spray her down. Now their water's frozen.
Okay, everything's frozen. Good morning, it is Wednesday, January 22nd. We're over the cold front, but it's freezing again. It's freezing. It's windy now, it's windy. It says it's 18 degrees, feels like 1, and it's cold. This wind is, now we're dealing with wind chill, so it's chilly, it's cold. Sun's out though. Had the cows out yesterday. They were doing their thing, they were loving it. I mean, it was like a heat wave yesterday. It got up to like 40 degrees. I'm gonna check on these hens real quick. Then we're gonna go do these cows, milk Annabelle. Hey, a few videos ago, I did a video on why we have a milk cow, the benefits on that. I forgot one of the most important things, so I'll chat on that while we're milking. Look at Evie, man, she is doing great. I love she has just taken this on. She brings the feed out. She weighs the feed. I know I keep saying this. She weighs it. So we weigh our feed. We do 1/4 pound per chicken. So she's doing about 5 pounds of grain. She's dumping the scraps in here. She's doing the water, bringing the water out. She's getting everything, doing everything on her own. She's really kind of taken hold of this. And it's great. She's making a little extra money. She's making some money. She keeps track. We have a little board right in our mud room, and she keeps track of all the days she's doing chores. We haven't paid her in a couple months. We were looking at it yesterday. She kept saying a couple weeks ago, "Daddy, you need to get me paid." So we added it up yesterday. It's 48 bucks. So we owe her $48. So she's been doing great. She's taking it on. Look, we pay her like $1 a day. It's $1 a day. It's nothing crazy, but it's gotten up to $48. We'll pay her a little extra here and there if we add a little extra. So that's kind of what she added, or she got a little bonus cash over the last couple of weeks. But so 48 bucks. Hey, I'll take it. If she wants to take this on, she can do whatever she wants with that money. Of course, we do 10%. And she knows this, 10% tithes. She'll do 10% tithe off the top, 10% goes to savings, and then the rest is hers to spend. So, all right, we're gonna go brave this wind. We'll bring in with Annabelle to milk. Cows were loving the minerals. We can do a mineral check. They're definitely deficient on a few things, so I'm glad we got those minerals replenished. And while we're milking Annabelle, I'll chat about the one of the most important benefits of having a milk cow that I don't even know why I didn't talk about it in the last video.
Hey, there's a coyote. You see that coyote? There's a coyote right out there. Way out there. Maui's out there already. So Maui, there's a coyote right there. Yep, see it? There's a coyote running right there. I don't know if you guys saw that. It was a coyote that was running right there on the ridge. Maui was already out there, and then Cooney went out there with him. Did you guys see that coyote? He's running right there. Yeah. I know, Cooney's out there with Maui.
I got the water hooked up, but I can't pull it up.
Look at this cow. We're gonna spray her down. This is when we spray them down. I mean, she is sopping wet. She's got it everywhere, so she's not gonna like us much. Okay. All right. So this is what happens. This is why. So one of the cows got really curious about this heater. You can see they nose it up, and now their water's frozen. So. There you go. No big deal. That heater's gonna start touching this water. We'll get some water in here. This will all break up. But again, this is nice. This zip tie that saved it from completely getting knocked out. Not that, I mean, it all froze anyways. But here. All right, Annabelle's a complete mess. We're gonna spray her down, of course, in a really windy, cold day, but it is what it is. It's frozen, babe. It's frozen. This happens like once a year. When it gets really, really cold, this thing just gets stuck. Once the sun hits it, it'll thaw out and it's fine. We have a hydrant right over here. I'm gonna run a 100-foot hose over here because we gotta fill this up. So we need to get water in here today so that they have water. We also need to wash her down. So I'm gonna get the hose out. I'm gonna bring it out, run it over here, and it is what it is. Okay, everything's frozen. The water does work over here on this other hydrant. I think this green line. Last time we butchered chickens, we probably didn't drain it the best, so it froze. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hook this blue hose up over here. I'm gonna bring Annabelle over, spray her down. Natalie's in there getting some 5-gallon buckets. We're gonna fill some of those up just to give them at least like 10 gallons of water until the sun pops up and that hydrant thaws out. Then I can come out later and fill up the trough. So everything's frozen. Hopefully this works. Hopefully this hose isn't frozen as well. Feels kind of stiff, so I'm not too confident, but we'll check it out. Okay, so we got her sprayed down. Natalie got some 5-gallon buckets full of water, 10 or 15 gallons to dump in their trough. Hopefully once we cover up that heater, it'll start to heat everything up. Annabelle's washed down. This hose sprung a leak. I figured it might, it usually does. Look, when we get these cold spells, we can do everything we can to drain these hoses, but I mean, this one isn't as flexible as that nice green one, so it cracked. We sprung a leak. I was holding it right here. There's a crack right here. I was just holding it with these gloves. These gloves are nice. These are sealskin gloves. My hands are freezing right now, but while they were getting wet, they were fine. They were wicking the water. So we're gonna go get Annabelle milked, get inside. It is miserable out here. Wind's blowing, kids are cold, everyone's cold. I'm soaking wet. I am soaking wet because of that hose. My hands are pretty cold. We're gonna go get her milked and call it a day. All right, so she was a complete, I mean, it was all wet poop. It was everywhere. Those are the days that we decide to spray her down, and of course, it was today. I mean, it's freezing. That wind chill is very cold. So now the challenge here is you really got to dry off everything because her hide almost retains that water. While we're milking, we don't want drips getting in our milk. So everything on the side and under her we need really dry. Yeah, so these gloves were awesome. They're sealskin. So I just threw these on. They're waterproof. I mean, my hands are cold. They were getting chilly, but they're fine right now. I mean, it basically kept them warm. It kept them dry. So that was perfect. Okay, well, as soon as we got in here, the wind stopped. So it's nice and calm out there. So we did all that during that windy phase. Hey man, it's just part of it. So,
All right, I had to kill the camera because it that battery was draining. When it's so cold out here, the battery just drained. So killed the camera real quick. Went ahead and got the hay out. We got the cows out. So the cows are out eating hay. I've got this hose I'm gonna take home and just throw it in our mud room because I'm sure it froze up. I didn't do a good job of draining it just because we were trying to get stuff done. I did order another hose, Amazon. Amazon's an amazing thing. It's a 35-foot hose. That's what works for us. The first time I bought this hose, I bought a 25-foot hose and it was just too short. So the 35 we like. So 35-foot hose, 25 bucks. 25 bucks. It's gonna be here tomorrow. Amazon's an amazing thing. Crazy, I was looking back at the last order. The last time we ordered this was December of 23, so a year ago. So we go through these and that's about right. Every year we have to replace it. I mean, look, we do our best draining the hose, and for the most part it works, but there's still water that gets stuck in there, and I'll pull this thing out some mornings and it's just, I can feel that it's stiff. So it takes a toll. I mean, it's you've got all these freeze thaw cycles over the period of a year and it starts cracking, and it did. It just cracked. It cracked this morning. So that's typically what happens. Natalie came in here and took care of this. She got 2 bales of hay in here. I mean, it was a mess. It was a sopping mess. So this is going to absorb all the wet and add more carbon, and hopefully we don't have a mess on our hands tomorrow like we did this morning. All right, this battery is about to die. I totally forgot. I got thrown off. I didn't think we had much on the agenda today, and that wasn't the case. Everything was frozen, so I got thrown off. I forgot to talk about the other benefits of having a family cow. I will do that next time. We'll chat on that. As always, appreciate each and every one of you. If you find value in what we're doing here, or you're just coming along for the journey, we would love for you to subscribe. Subscribe to our channel. Love the feedback, love those comments. Appreciate all of you. Catch you next time.